Bama gang. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. Rhett Lashlee and Manny Diaz have spoken. Now, in their last press conference, Rhett Lashlee and Manny Diaz was drilled with a couple questions about the Clemson game, about Trevor Lawrence, about the Hurricane game plan, and you name it. Anything to do with the Clemson versus Miami game, they were asked and they answered. Now, notable question that was asked: Trevor Lawrence and Clemson, how do you guys prepare for them? How do you guys prepare for such a significant game? Now, I thought Manny Diaz answered this question perfectly. We go out and we play them. We prepare just like a normal game. They are nobody special. Now, he didn't say it in that exact word, but those are my words. You know, they ain't nobody special. You know, prepare for them like you would any other game. And it is what it is. Clemson is on top right now. They're #1 in the country. They've been doing it for the past, 4 or 5 years or so. They are preparing for Miami as if Miami is just a normal game. So it's only fair that Miami prepare for them the same exact way. Now, Miami does have talent to match up with Clemson, so this game is a winnable game. Miami can go toe-to-toe with Clemson at each position. So this game should be a regular game to look at. Now, Rhett Lashlee, and I've reported on this in another video earlier on in the week, said that, Clemson like to check out the sideline signals, Miami's calling on offense and stuff like that, or any other team. But every team does this. Every team does this. So Clemson is not special in this department, but like I said before, Rhett Lashlee, knowing this, he will plan and be prepared for it. So come Saturday, I think this will be a great matchup. Now, Derek King also spoke. He was asked, about Trevor Lawrence and how he feel about Trevor Lawrence, and as expected, he gave Trevor Lawrence a lot of respect, and he's pretty much impressed with the guy. He pretty much says that he knows that Trevor Lawrence is gonna be the #1 overall pick, probably the #1 quarterback in the country, especially in the NFL draft. So he does have tremendous respect for Trevor Lawrence. Now, what do we as Miami Hurricane fans expect from this game? We expect for the Miami Hurricane team to go out there and give it 100%. 100%. If they go out there and play 100% and we end up losing this game, we cannot hold that against them. Me to you as fans, Miami Hurricane fans, this message is to you. If we go out there and lose this game, which, by the way, I do not think we will lose this game. Let me make that clear. But if we go out there and we lose this game, do not turn your back on the players. Do not call players trash. Do not put the team down, okay? Remember who we're playing here, and remember what they've been doing. We're getting there. So keep that in mind also, that if we do lose this game, it's not over. We still have a chance to make it to the ACC championship and revenge that loss if we lose. I don't think we'll lose, but that's something to keep in mind. Now, what am I expecting from Derek King in this game? I'm expecting Derek King to go out there and have a tremendous game, especially in the passing. Not just being mobile, but especially in the passing. I expect for him to hit our tight ends, dual tight ends, by the way, not just Brevin Jordan, Will Mallory also. And I'm expecting him to light up some of our key receivers. And like Rhett Lashlee said, he's going to open up the playbook a little bit, so there will be a lot of guys that get playtime this game. Even though it's, might not be expected. We was, expecting to see maybe all the, I want to say, better players hit the field, but there will be packages for different players to come in and people to have, their time to shine or whatever, or, their time to make a play and stuff. So we might see some of the younger guys, the younger receivers, Michael Redding, Xavier, and a couple other more, but just keep that in mind. Now, Cameron Harris is expected to play this game. You know, he was going off an injury and such, you know, coming out of the Florida State game, but he is clear to play this game. He will be playing this game. Don Chaney and Jalen Knight, I'm expecting them to have a good night also. Maybe a combine each of them for maybe about 90 to 100 yards a piece. Not a piece, together, combined. I'm sorry. I'm expecting maybe 2 touchdowns from Cameron Harris, maybe 1 or 2 from Brevin Jordan, and the rest of it is all up for grabs. But defensive-wise, I'm looking for Al Blade and DJ Ivey to step up this game, because we do know that Clemson has good receivers, especially in Rodgers and Frank Lidson. We got to keep those guys in mind. And safeties, Bubba Bolden and Amari Carter, we're going to need also to step up, because we know that Clemson can hit the middle of the field. We know that they can get the ball in the middle. It is what it is. We need open field tackles to be made. We don't need any, you know, second attempt tackles and stuff like that. We need to hit on the initial tackle. Also, the big running back for Clemson, well known to everybody by now, Travis Etienne. We got to get pressure on Travis Etienne. Like I said earlier, initial tackles. This guy must go down on the first tackle. If you let Travis Etienne break tackles, he will open up the field. We need to limit him to going to the middle of the field, especially because if we let him get to the outside, which I've seen him done throughout the course of the past, you know, 3 games that they've played, he will be a huge threat, especially creating huge plays. You know, we need to limit them to almost none, but we know they will get some big plays. But we need to limit the big plays from Clemson. And we got to watch out for Travis Etienne on the screens. Little screen passes. He'll turn 5 yards into 20, into 30, 40, you name it. So we got to limit this guy to the inside of the field. We got to limit him on the rushing to the inside of the field, and we got to watch out for his screen passes. If we can do all these things, shut these guys down, put pressure on Trevor Lawrence. We have to put Trevor Lawrence in predicaments he's never been before. Trevor Lawrence is not known for taking sacks. We got to put pressure on him. If we don't get sacks out of it, we got to at least make him make mistakes throwing the ball. Make him make mistakes throwing off his back foot or throwing on the run. Linebackers and the front 4, they have to step up in this game. If all those things come and we go toe-to-toe with Clemson, it's a huge possibility that we win this game. That's all I got for you guys, man. You know, make sure you hit that like button for me. I appreciate each and every one of you for showing love, for coming through to the live shows. Love it, man. Thank you, guys.